All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Today, our topic is simple, and I hope that we will have some benefit from it. And the reason actually I chose to talk about it, even though I spoke about almost the same thing before, but one of you, he sent me a long email. And this long email contained a lot of pain inside. And I'm not going to share his email. It was something private between him and me. He trusted me. But in the same time, I wanted to help him. I'm not going to write a long email as his email. So I said to myself, it's best to do it by talking, which is the easiest way to do. I choose this picture here in front of us, which is about a guy, whatever you want to call him, crazy guy, madman, whatever he is, he's jumping from a very high location between two rocks. So what will make a person be sure he will arrive to the other side of the rock? Why he is doing it? You see, you might call him crazy, you might say he is brave. Every one of us can give him different title, based on the way you think. But at the end of the day, he did something need to be explained. And this is how we start studying any action happening around us. Things need to be explained. So if you are a person who don't have a trust, you are not confident of yourself, that need to be explained. And the best one, or the best way to explain it, is to be explained by you. Because supposedly no one knows you more than you. But, most of people really don't know, because simply what happened to them, it take a long time and a long process since their childhood. Which means he don't know really why he is what he is, regardless if he is brave, self-confident, or afraid. Always we think about a person when he's adult, and we try to find reasons for what happened now to solve his problem. But most likely, this is not really the reason. A human being is the same as a tree. And this tree need care. Start very small. So if you have a healthy soil, if you have somebody to straight you up when you are little tiny branch, green branch, by putting a stick next to your body to make you straight, standing up, not going left, not going right, so you will feel down later because of your weight. So if you get the care, then the tree will be different from a tree does not have the care. And that care, can be negative, can be positive. And I will explain to you. I remember, I know people, they have, I go to visit them. And they have their son outside. He is very a cute kid. So, I spoke to him before I enter his house. I said, why your clothes is so clean? He looked at me, he said, people are crazy. I said, why? He said, well, you want me to make, each time you see me, you say, why your clothes is clean? You want me to get dirty? And when I get my clothes dirty, my mom, she scream at me. So what I should do now? So this kid, he liked to play, he liked to be a kid, but his mom, she want him to be clean. When I entered their house, I spoke to his dad and his mother, and I said, why you scream at him if he make his clothes dirty? He said, because what, you keep washing his clothes? I said, yeah, you keep washing his clothes, he's a kid. If you don't play now, one day he will find something missing in his life. This is his childhood. So just because you don't want to do laundry or more laundry, or maybe he will damage his clothes and you have money, You are worried about this, but you are not worried about your child missing something very important in his life. And since then, actually, his parents, they allow him to get dirty. They said, okay, don't worry. Make your clothes dirty. And he love it. He enjoy it. And when he see me, he say, you know, look, my clothes is dirty. So, since your childhood, there's things happen around you. And those things change the direction of your thinking. So if there's a child, he grow, and he have a parents who scream at him each time he makes some dirt in his clothes. But he's a child. This child will have a phobia. He will have fear of dirt because dirt brings problems, stress, humiliation. So he will never live his life as a child because of the stress that dirt will bring to his life. And this is the case for many things we have around us. I'm just giving you one of example how parents, they direct their son or their child or their daughter most of the time in the wrong direction because they think they are doing the right thing. I mean, yeah, you don't want your son to have a dirty clothes. But the fact, why not? He's just a kid. If you don't get his clothes dirty now, then his clothes will be dirty when? When he is 30? If you don't play in the dust, if you don't feel in the floor, if you don't act like a kid, when he is going to be the kid? And this is what happens when you are a person under super watch, like your parents act like watchdogs over you. They don't let anything touch you. You know, like, oh, wear your socks because you will get sick. I mean, they are controlling you like free control. And you are a kid, and what you can do, you have to obey. They are the parents. So things start in a very early age, either to earn confidence or to lose it. It is not something happen later. In most cases, it is something happen really earlier. So if you are now in the stage you are having kids or you are going to have kids, planning to get married, then you need to think carefully about how and what to say to your children. What do you want them to be? What do you want them to do? Do you want them to be scared? Do you want them to have a phobia? Do you want them to have to be worried all their life? You will see someone, if he sleep in a pillow, he have to change the pillow in the morning. Why? Because he's afraid of germs. But you need to go back and you see why, how this happened. I mean, this is not really normal. How this person became obsessed with the cleaning. There is something happened to him. Something pushed him in such a direction. So always, we need to find the problem or what caused the problem before we look for a solution. Now, what if I am a child who grew up in a family which is lead me to be not confident? As an example, families, parents, they can cause that easy, you know? Like let's say you go to school and you are not really, let us say, a successful student in the school. Do you know children in your age, how good their grade? What's wrong with you? Why everybody is better than you? Why, etc. So like you get really stressed. They are all over you because you are not doing good in school. And for sure, they are not being bad to you. They are your parents. They want you to do good. But by time you lose your confidence that you cannot be good in school. You cannot be good in mathematics. You cannot be good in anything. Because you've never been successful in anything, especially in that field. Always you are suffering from a failure, one after one. Your parents against you, your family against you, you get a reputation that you are not equality. And that is really a big problem. You know, everyone, he have his own, let us say, path of living. But I assure you that your childhood is number one reason for who you are today. If your parents, they grow you up and teach you to be coward, you will be a coward when you are a man. If your parents teach you to be a thief when you are a kid, you will be a thief when you are a man or a woman. If your parents teach you to be a person with no dignity, very cheap, you will be very cheap. And very cheap here is not about spending money, you know. Like a woman, you know, a woman, she go and she sleep around from a man to a man to a man to a man, and she don't care, you know, she is supposedly having fun. She learned that from somewhere. And she believe that this is what life should be. This is fun. A person who steals, he don't feel guilty because simply he grew up and he learned that this is how to be smart. Why you need to work? Steal the money of somebody else working. He is the stupid. I get his money. You learn this, you adopt, and you became who you are today. And the scenario goes for almost everything in our life. When a child, he go to the neighbor and he steal an apple from their tree, and he come back to his mother, and the mother, she said to him, oh, go get more. You just made a thief. So that person, he will grow, and now he learned that this is what make him qualified in the eyes of his mother. And that is the society, because this is, his society is so small, you know, it is his mom, his dad, and that's it. If they are happy, but he want more. If they are satisfied with his action, he do not need anyone else. And that goes for anything. When a person, he is afraid to go to school because he is afraid that somebody is going to bully him, you know, like, you know, see children, they are afraid of bully. But why there is somebody he do bullying to someone? Many people don't ask themselves the question, why? You see, simply, it's not because there is someone is tall and someone is short. It's not because there is someone is strong and someone is weak. But because there is someone, his parents taught him to be a coward and accept to be humiliated. So it became something normal for him. And he lived with it, and sometimes he don't even survive it. If somebody bullying somebody, and the other person, he will not take it, he will not let it happen, he will resist, he will fight back, then the other person, he will think it twice before he do it to you again. Somebody said, many of your followers love to bully people. First of all, I don't have followers. I don't know what do you mean. I am not a prophet. I am not a priest. My name is nobody. Secondly, anyone who do bully to people, I don't say it is their fault to do bully. I say it's the fault the one who let them do it to them. Why you let them do such a thing to you? What is missing in you? Why somebody can bully you, especially you are an adult? You see, I can say like you are a kid, and there's someone in school, he is like maybe twice taller than you, and he is strong, you are weak, etc. I can let it go. But how in the world a person who is adult, he let somebody bully him? That means you have something wrong with you before it is wrong with them. Because you should not allow them to do that to you. Right? Somebody saying a 15 years old teenage girl murdered a 5 years old girl in Indonesia, and she turned herself, and she acted as not a big deal. Well, this is a sign of sickness. This is not, this is obviously this person is mentally ill. This is a sign of illness. If you have a mental, we're not talking about somebody suffering from mental illness. There's people, they have mental illness, as simple as that. Because, to go and kill somebody and you act like you did nothing, obviously you have really mental illness. And we are not really discussing this topic about being mentally ill. We are talking an average human being with average intelligence, intellect, normal, and why he is not confident. So now let us say, okay, well, I was a kid, simply my parents, let us say, they were not helping me to build confidence in myself. Let us say I was not doing good in school, and because of that, they have a wrong, let us say, impression on me, and always they put me down. And I grow up and I lost my confidence in myself, so I cannot really trust myself. I mean, how I can trust myself? How I can trust I can jump this rock to the other rock? How I can do that? You see, the issue is, if you don't try to jump from this rock to the other rock, how you will know if you can do it or not? So usually the process started not directly from the big rocks. Usually start from small rocks. So we have a space between two rocks, and the space is small. We jump that space. Okay, we are successful. So now we trust ourselves that we can jump such a space. Then we try to increase it. We successful. That means we can jump this one, etc., until we reach the point we knew what exactly our limit of jumping. And then we do jump. So trust usually comes from experience. But if you don't try the experience, how you can get the trust? How I can trust myself? I can do something if I never try. And not only once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, because it not necessarily is going to work from the first time. Trust is something you work for. It's not something you will have like rain, like it happened to be trust confident person. No. You have to work in yourself. You have to try things. You have to risk some time in order to reach a goal. Like let's say, I don't know if any of you try to jump from airplane before. When you jump in the airplane first time, it's really scary. I mean, we cannot lie about it. It's extremely high. And then, like if you're in the military, there's a guy, he don't even wait for you to think. He just push you, just boof, like you're out. It takes a second to be out of the airplane. And it takes very short time actually to land down too. But this short time sound like forever first time. Because suddenly the earth is going around you. Suddenly the earth is flipping. Suddenly the sky is flipping. Suddenly you are not you. Suddenly you find yourself falling down so fast. I don't know if you ever you're asleep and suddenly you feel down like you see a dream, you're falling down. That will make you lose all the confidence in the world. But second time, it's not really that big deal. Third time, you jump by yourself. Fourth time, you love it. after 5-6 times, it is entertaining for you. You may even pay for it so you can have it done. So when you don't try it, you don't have it. So what I'm trying to say, that in order for me to be earning confidence in myself, I have to try myself and see in which place I fit so I can be successful. You see, like not everyone can work as a teacher. Some people, they have a gift. So maybe someone, he is not confident he can do good as a teacher, but doesn't mean that he's bad. Doesn't mean he is, there's something wrong in him. But he understands his gift. He understands that he is not gifted to be a teacher. There is someone else who is gifted in something else. So our trust simply can be built and help with finding out what is our gifts, where we are strong. And in that point, if I can build a strong trust on myself in that point, then other points will be strong too. It's like, when you build a building, let us say you have you are watching how a tree grow. When a tree grow, then the tree start giving branches. And it keep growing up. But it's getting far from the ground, which is really scary. I mean, you are just a thin tree, because it doesn't matter how wide you are, still you are thin comparing to the ground you are in. And you are then going to go 10 meters, 20 meters, 50 foot, 60 foot. You keep growing and going up. And you are sure that that is the right thing to do it. So the trust is based on the trunk of the tree. All the other branches, they depend on the trunk. And what is your gift is can be your trunk for you, which can build all branches of a trust. So you have something inside you, something you know, something make you qualified to be successful in something. You have to invest in that. And then when you invest in that thing and you are successful, the other things which is not really good for you, I mean, you are not successful on them. Let us say those are the smaller branches. Let us say you are not good in society to talk to people because you are not used to be social. Let us say you are afraid because of your look. Maybe you don't look good like me, maybe you are, there is something make you not comfortable about yourself. So if you can find what make you confident about yourself and make that thing is your trunk, and then the rest will be strength, because now you find that I am successful, nothing wrong with me, but there is things I'm not really, maybe I don't think I am qualified with them, but still I can do better than others. Once I was talking to a gentleman. I saw him once with a girl, and look like they are, getting like to know each other. The guy, he is serious. He want to get married. And then I saw him again after a while. So I said, so everything is good? Did you get married or what? He said, no, we didn't work really. I said, I was sorry to hear that. And then he started telling me. He said, one of the things I don't like about her, she is taller than me. And here you see there is a problem with this guy. So I said, so what is the problem if she is taller than you? He said, well, you know, I mean, we walk together and I am the man and she is the girl, but she is taller than me. I said, okay, so what is the problem? He said, I don't feel good about it. Here you feel right away that this person is not confident about himself. He sees himself short next to the lady he is going to marry from. So how I'm going to marry a woman, she is taller than me? It sounds like he thinks that because she is taller than him, he is intimidated, as if she is his enemy, as if the quality is that the man should be tall and the women should be short. Usually this is the case, but why it's really important for you? I mean, if there's anything bad about her? He said no. He said, is she like you know, trustworthy? She is smart? He said, yeah, she is educated. And then he said, and this is another issue, she have degree higher than mine. I don't have a master's degree, she have a master's degree. I said, okay. So now we have two problems. He think that because she is taller, he don't fit next to her. And because she is more educated, that is an insult to him or a threat. Why is that? The answer is very simple. This person, he don't trust himself. He's afraid. He's afraid to marry this woman, and this woman is taller, and this woman, she is more educated, and then he will not be the man. So I said to myself, well, good for her, better than marrying him. Because if she marry him, and just because she is taller, he will give her a hell of time, and because she is more educated, he will see himself insulted, and he will see her as a threat, then this woman, she will live in a hell. She will not really be enjoying marriage, she will be enjoying a prison. But why this man, he thought in such a way? Why it's a problem if the woman is taller? Why it's a problem if the woman, she is smarter? What is the problem? The problem is very simple. He is not confident. He's scared. He's terrified. He think that he should marry a woman he can intimidate, that he is the man, and he think that intimidating a person is about his size, his height, and he have more education. But I believe this is stupid. A taller woman, she will give me taller kids. What a problem. So what if she is taller than me? I mean, this is really stupid. But it is stupid for me. For him, it is a serious problem. If woman, she is educated, and by the way, educated by having a degree does not make you smart, because degree is far away from being smart to earn. I mean, most of the degrees is just depend on studying, you know, study and memorize, and you know, you pass the exam and that's it. But this is not a sign of intelligence. But her education is a threat, because simply he want a woman, she is not educated, so he can control her. So his opinion matter only. He don't want a competition in someone she will say, oh, I don't agree with you. That is bad for him. But that is stupid for him, because if a woman shouldn't agree with you and she is right, she is smart, that will help you both to reach your goal. It's better to have a smart and a fool from having two fools, because in this scenario, this man, he is playing the fool. And there is a lot of people, they live in such a scenario. Most of men, they are afraid to marry a woman she is taller than them. They are afraid to be in relationship with women she is more educated than them. Actually, rarely you see somebody who is willing to marry a woman she is highly educated, and for sure, like, she have more degrees than him, because he will not feel good about it. So all those things, they are things built up. Why this person here thinking this way? I believe that he was a person who learned from others that this is not right. So sometimes society, they force stupid things on us, and we adopt them and we believe in them and we practice them. And then we lose our self-confidence. That's okay, if I am shorter than a person, that's mean I'm not qualified. Actually, you know, I noticed that short people are really intelligent. The shorter they are, the sharpest. I mean, I don't know, like most of the time I see very tall people, they are not really too much sharp. But regardless of your height, how this can be something to be worried from. And here you will see the other side of the story. You see women, they want to marry a man who is tall. She want to marry a man who is tall. She is just dictating, like, let us say she is making a profile in a website saying the man, he have to be tall. Okay. So why the man have to be tall? Because in her mind, that is a man we can consider him as a man. A man we can trust, we can feel safe with him. Not someone is short, but this is not true. What a man have to do being a man with his size? Man is about courage, knowledge, and loyalty. The rest is not really going to count. A person who is short, very short, let us say there's a man, he is 5, maybe 4 foot, but he is brave to die for the sake of protecting you. He is better than someone, he is 6 foot, but he is a coward potato. Because the short one will do what the tall man never did. You have always to give a chance to the person to prove his equality. But those people, no. Those people, they have a preset mind, and they want the man as they describe him as a painting. Actually, I received a message in the Women's Day. It's a picture. It says Happy Women's Day. But what I have to do with it? I mean, why you are sending this to me? So, and then the person apologized by mistake. But I look at the picture. It was a guy with a beard. And you can tell he's tall. Okay, so Happy Women's Day, and women, they are exchanging a picture of a man who is tall and, like, let us say, he have a special look. I mean, what does have to do with the Women's Day? And how the Women's Day became a Man Day, to the point we are exchanging a picture of a person who is tall and supposedly handsome. And here you see how silly, with my respect to all people here, how silly a human being can be. So all the women, they want to marry such a man, and then you are maybe short, maybe you are fat, maybe you are bald, maybe you are whatever, and then you find yourself, you lose your confidence in yourself, because women, they will not like people like you. So how we can overcome this issue? So here you see at the other side of the story, where society force on some to lose their confidence. So a good man who is, let us say, he is not tall, or he have something maybe women they don't like, is not too much attractive, if we can say, he will not dare to ask for your hand, because he will be afraid to be rejected. But maybe you like him, maybe even you love him, but because he lost his confidence in himself, he learned that the society is a stupid society. The society is looking for an icon of a man, not a man. The society today is where women, they became fake, and men, they have to become fake in order to be wanted. So you will see a man going to the gym, not because he believes sport is necessary, but because he believes that women, they like a person who have big muscles. Women, she go to the gym not because she think it's healthy, but because she have to lose weight, because this is the way make her confidence about herself, that she is pretty, she have a nice body. So you see here how not being self-confidence or confident is a change in our life and lifestyle, because we are afraid, we are not really confident. You see, when a person is so worried about losing weight, that is a clear sign. I mean, I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight, oh my God, I became one kilogram more, oh my God, the first thing in the morning they go and they check the scale, oh my God, look what happened, I have half kilogram. Okay, what will happen if you have half kilogram more? I mean, what is scaring you? Simply because their confidence is very limited. So they don't see themselves likable by others unless they have a certain weight. And not only that, I mean, even their weight, like they are competing to be like the model, which is really, I found them not attractive. I mean, those models, they look like bones. They look like dead in the stage. Who in the world want to marry a woman? She have no, I mean, excuse me, but she have no meat. I mean, that's it. It's a bones. And obviously she wouldn't be healthy. And if a woman, she is so worried about the shape of her body, well, how in the world this woman, she will give me babies? How we can have a life? How can we have a family? How we can eat? If she is going to measure in her phone how much calories we have in the food today, how in the world I'm going to eat? How we will live? So what we will be worried under the threat of others not liking us. And here you find yourself that you are losing a lot of joy in your life. Because when we do things, lack of a trust, based on what people think about us, then we will spend our life trying to make people like us. And sadly these days, TV stations, articles, all of them, they are stupid. Actually, once someone sent me an article. It's in French. I translated in Google. It's about women. They can be more confident and strong if they have a sexy underwear. And I said to myself, I was dying laughing. I mean, how in the world a sexy underwear will make you confident in yourself? Even nobody see it. I mean, are you going to go naked in the street? So imagine we reach the point when a person, he make an article in a big newspaper and millions of people will read it and they adopt this method and they will start buying sexy underwear. And why? Because that will make you a strong woman. So we reach in a human being reach in stupidity in that level, where a stupid can teach you how to live. And then you live his stupidity and you find yourself that you are just really a fool. It's not like saying, okay, go educate yourself, earn a degree, you know, so you can be an independent person, have a good job, get the skills, get the training. No, wear a sexy underwear, and that will make you strong women. If you go and check the media, actually, those who they are in TV and teaching you about what is right and what is wrong. They look at you as if like he is the one who have remote control, and people and he is the educated. He is the one who will teach you what is right for you. All what he need, to put a frame around his head and make you believe that he is qualified to teach you how to live, even if he's a puppy. People, they lost their mind and they lose their confidence after, because you are listening to things far away from building confidence and stupid, and the result will be horrible. And then today people, they are learning, we are in YouTube, and YouTube is one of the biggest forms. If you go right now in YouTube and search for trust, how to be confident. I made a video actually about it before, and it was the most funny, stupid video ever I heard from someone. Have millions of people watching it. Let me see if I can find the video. Yeah. Look at this. How to be confident in any situation. How many view? 5.5 million. If you watch the video, you will die laughing. They put for you a picture of an artist, an actor, and the guy who is making the video, he says, when he sit next to a woman, he put a leg in the top of the other one. That is a sign of confidence. And he smoke a cigarette, and that another sign of confidence. And when he see a woman, he grab her and he kiss her, and this is a sign of, I mean, if you watch this video, you will end going in jail, because if you grab a woman because you think you are confident and you kiss her, trust me, she will slam your face, she will call the police, and in the best scenario, a bunch of guys will beat the hell of you when she screams. 5.5 million watch this video, which is extremely stupid. Actually, in fact, a person who smokes a cigarette, he is not a confident at all. He is the opposite. He's nervous. He's not relaxed. Even those who smoke, they say to you, I need to relax, I smoke. So inside him, there is a missing something, and he tried to cover up by the smoke. It's a smoke. How in the world is smoking is a sign of confidence? First of all, I have a friends who smoke. I really appreciate them and I respect them, but nothing personal here. It's not smart to smoke. You're killing yourself. Number two, no benefit. Number three, you will smell disgusting. Number four, obviously you don't have confidence in yourself. So if we are going to learn from those people what is confident, then we will end in a garbage hole. Bring me an actor wearing a suit. This guy is in a movie. It's a movie. Like, you know, James Bond. Like James Bond, wherever he go, women, they are fighting over him. But this is a movie. This is not real life. So you are teaching people that what happened in the movie is what going to happen to you. Try it. I search in Google just to give you an idea how people they make I don't know how they write articles, how they think, I don't know. Here I just search in Google. You can do the same. I just search how to trust yourself. Be yourself. Who agreed with this? Be yourself. That if you are being yourself, it says here, be yourself. If you fear how others will look at you or judge you, might find it difficult to be yourself around the people. Who agree with this about being yourself? Is it right? It's wrong? What do you think? Think with me. Anyone? Is number one something we agree about or we don't? Be yourself. Now I believe this is, you know, wrong and right in the same time. How is that? What if I am an idiot? And you are advising me to be yourself. You know what I mean? What if I am rude? And you are asking me to be yourself? So you can be yourself, no problem, like as long it's about me. As an example, I told you before that I don't like to wear a suit. I hate suit. Okay, I'm being myself. Okay, but doesn't mean I'm going to to go to the church wearing a short. I believe this is disrespect to God. So I have to discipline myself and not being myself, for this is not the right place. So be yourself is true, can be good for you, but you have always to manage that being yourself as long as it's about you, not hurting others, not damaging others, then be yourself. So we're going to say be yourself in all the way. Then set reasonable goals. I don't know, what does that mean? What reasonable goals? What does that mean? Anyone understand? Set reasonable goal. What is that? Set a goal you can accomplish. What do you see? A goal I can accomplish, I am sure I can accomplish, that is not a goal. You know what I mean? Because if I am sure I can accomplish, how that can be a goal? Because simply it's going to happen anyway, you know. It's not a goal. It's goal if I am working for something. It's a dream. It is a plan which I wish I can make it. But reasonable goal is not a goal. Actually, it have to be the opposite to make it a goal. However, here, maybe he's just trying to say to you, well, find a goal for yourself. Maybe you need to correct the way, even my English is not good as the one who wrote this article, but maybe we should change it, say, put a target in your life. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? Be kind to yourself. I mean, this is the most silly reason ever. I mean, be kind to yourself. What does that mean? Anybody understand? Anyone can help me? You see, English is not my first language. Be kind to yourself. I mean, what does that mean? I buy myself an ice cream? Say to myself, nice to meet you. I mean, this one who wrote this article, what he is talking about? The fact it should be the opposite. Be kind to others. Because if you are confident, the more confident you are, the more relaxed you are. The more you are not confident, the more you are nervous, and because you are nervous, you might do and say something wrong. I will give you an example. Do you remember yesterday we have a conversation with the guy, his name Dr. Hamoudi? Do you remember? He texts me in Skype. He said, God bless you for showing me what you showed me. He agreed. We will see if soon he will accept Christ. So I was talking to him. Being myself, truthful, not rude. Helpful, not selfish. Thinking for him, not thinking for myself. This is what self-confidence can do. I'm sure I'm right because I have knowledge. I'm sure he will see it, even he deny it, at least for a while. I'm sure that I am sharing the truth, and I'm sure that I'm not wasting my time. Because at least there's a lot of people, they watch it, they learn it, and it's not a waste of time. So those articles we see in front of us, they are not really too much helpful, and talk is cheap. Maybe the person himself who wrote this article, he don't have self-confidence in himself. I will make it simple to talk about this issue. As an example, you see, self-confidence is about what? How I can be self-confident when I don't have no confidence in anything? And that can change. As an example, I can be self-confident that I'm strong, but not necessarily that I will have food tomorrow, because I'm living in a poor society where if I work all day long, I might be able to buy food. If I don't